Hey guys, so I kind of want some cookies. I'm gonna make some cookies. Come on. Alright, so we're gonna do this peanut butter cookie recipe right here, and it's very, very easy. It just has 1 cup of peanut butter, 1 cup of sugar, a dash of salt, an egg, and a half a teaspoon of vanilla. And my mama gave me this recipe. I want to say we got it from Betty Crocker, but I'm not sure. The fun thing to note is that obviously it just says mix and bake, because there's no gluten and anything in these, because it's mostly it's just literally just peanut butter and sugar. And the egg is what holds it together. But the funny thing is you bake it at 325, but our old oven did not cook evenly. It did not. You couldn't ever go by the timer on things, so we had to cook them for 23 minutes. I don't know what the actual amount is, so we're gonna hope that I can figure this out, and I'll probably just keep an eye on them. But yeah, so anyway, this is a really simple recipe. I'm gonna double it. So it calls for 1 cup peanut butter, so I'm gonna do 2 cups. 1 cup sugar, so again, 2 cups. A dash of salt, so I'll just do a couple of dashes of salt. It calls for 1 egg, so I've got 2 eggs, and then a half a teaspoon of vanilla. I'm probably just gonna splash a little bit of vanilla in there. So, all right, let's get this ready. And again, this is my cookbook. This is something else that I recommend that you do if, like me, you love creating things. This gives, this is a nice thing that I can just add all of my family recipes to. I've got a contents page in the front, so that way, just as I get more, I have plenty of space to add them. All right. So, and I'm just gonna mix these with a fork because there's not really any reason to have a whole lot of stuff in these. So the first thing we're gonna do is I'm gonna use this nifty little thing again. And you push it down. It has a dry solid measurement side, which you put in this side. And then it has a liquid one that you can pour in the thing. So I'm gonna bring this, well, the whole thing will be 2 cups, but I know from experience when you get further down in here, it likes to just come out. So I typically only go to about 1 cup and then I refill it from there. So, get me a spatula. This is my favorite spatula. Ding. Here, oh, and I am gonna add some chocolate chips into mine. Let me put my chocolate chips over there so I can hold my thing up because I don't need them right now. Is this a new thing about it? It is a new thing, peanut butter. Ew. Okay. And you can certainly use crunchy peanut butter for this as well. I'm just using creamy since I'm going to be adding chocolate chips. So you just kind of want to squish it down in there because sometimes it does make little air pockets. So you do just kind of want to make sure you kind of squish it around. Make sure it gets down in there. A little more. And this is one of those recipes that's really forgiving. It's kind of hard to mess this one up. All right. So there's 1 cup of peanut butter. humongous scoop of peanut butter. It's gonna be half this freaking jar of peanut butter. Holy crap. It's okay though. These will be worth it. I haven't made these cookies in a long time. They're very good. And they're very simple. So this is a good recipe for your kids to try if they're just learning how to cook and they want to learn how to bake cookies. This is a really good one for them to do because there's not any flour or leavening or anything like that, so it's got less chemical reaction type deals going on in it. So again, it's pretty hard to mess this recipe up because it's literally peanut butter and sugar. And I'm like, that's going over the edge a little bit, but I don't care. And now this is done. So since I'm cooking these, guess what? I get to lick the spoon. I love peanut butter. I have always thanked God that I am allergic to milk and not peanuts because I love peanuts. Okay. So I licked off from that end, so I'll just scrape off from that end. Get in there. Go. So I'm just gonna mix these with a fork. So the next thing we need is 2 cups of sugar. And this is my mom's sugar measurement. We just keep it in this bag because we do live in the South, so bugs are a thing. So but it's a 1/3 cup, so 1, 2, 3. Bonus points if you know what that's from. Extra bonus points if you know what this one's from. 1. 2. Dang. So this is my sugar that I brought from my house. So that's why it's in this little bag. And then the rest of this is my mama's sugar. Oh no! Oh no! Sorry, Mommy. It still works. It's fine. It's fine. It still works. 3. Oops. Okay. So I do kind of try and go ahead and work this in a little bit because when you add the eggs, it's gonna get harder to move it around. So I do try and go ahead and get the peanut butter and the sugar kind of all worked in together. Oh, and I am gonna go ahead. I hadn't turned the oven on yet, but we'll go ahead and start the oven. Since I was gonna be mixing these in front of the oven and it was only going at 325, I figured I'd just wait a minute before I started it. Okay. And that's kind of what you want to see. So then we have our 2 eggs. That would get the part a whole lot easier. Okay. My little trash area over here. So then we're just gonna put probably that much of salt. just a couple of dashes. And then I'm just gonna put just about that much of vanilla. Because you want these to mostly taste like peanut butter. See what I mean about the egg? It's just easier if you already had all that sugar mixed in. Because the egg makes it super wet, or not super wet, but it makes it wetter, and you don't want your sugar to clump. So if it's already mixed in with your peanut butter, you don't have that problem. Okay. And then these, I'm really excited to use these. I found these, I want to say at Walmart, but we'll have a link to them down below. They are made by Nestle. They are allergen-free dark chocolate morsels. So these are free from peanuts, tree nuts, egg, milk, wheat, soy, fish, and shellfish. And my milk allergy has been getting a lot worse. And for those of you who grew up like I did with the Nestle Toll House chocolate chip cookies, they have the allergen-free recipe on the back, which I might actually have to try that at some point in time because I love that recipe. So, but anyway, I'm gonna add this whole bag. I ain't being stingy with my chocolate chips. Ain't nobody got time for that. And then just mix these in. Because come on now, you want plenty of chocolate chips in your cookies. Yeah, you know you do. Okay, there's my cookies. So let me clean up just a second, and I'll get my cutting board, or not my cutting board, my whatever thing you buy. Because you know that's what it's called. It's not a baking sheet, it's a thing you buy. Okay. So I'm just gonna get us some Pam. And because these cookies have so much peanut butter in them, they don't really stick, so there's not really any point to completely, like, you know, parchment and blah 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 the pan. As long as you spray it, you should be fine. And then I might actually switch to a spoon. That might be easier than the fork. And these don't spread a whole lot either, if I remember correctly. It's been a while since I made them. But you know what? If they spread, who cares? They'll still be tasty. And you can go for all that, you know, make them all the same exact size and blah-de-da-de-da's if you want. I don't mess with all that foolishness. Cookies are meant to be fun. Alright. We're gonna have cookie muffins. That's what we're gonna do. So again, just gonna spray and dump. I don't want to waste any of this. Look at all of this stuff. You gotta have all Alright, so I'm gonna stick these in the oven. Our thingy from when I was a child says to go for 23 minutes. I'm probably gonna check them at like 10 and see what they look like. And because I want to say it was between 10 to 15, but I don't remember. So we're gonna try it and see what happens. Okay, so I did find it. You can tell that this is an amazing recipe by all the stuff on it. And it has a star by it because it's amazing. And see there, you can see where we marked out that it's 13 and put 23. But this is recipes from the Scottish Rite Hospital in Atlanta that they put together. And alright, so I did go with the oven cool down method, and I turned it off because they were looking done on the top. But yeah, now we're starting to look done around the edges. Basically, you just want to wait until you see the edges start to turn just slightly darker brown. They're going to be really puffy, and when they come out, they will be they'll kind of deflate a little bit. Don't those look good? Now I am going to let these cool on the pan, but I will show you what I mean about the dropping. So you push in the center, just kind of go in just so see like they're there. However, as they cool, that will harden up. But you do want the bottoms to be completely, you can see like over here there's some darker bits of brown. I really want to lick the spoon, but it's very hot. I can't wait until these cool down because I'm gonna eat them right now. Alright guys, here it is, the moment you've all been waiting for. Gira, are you ready? Are you ready for this? Gira, are you ready? Are you ready? Are you sure? Okay. It's cookie time. See, they're nice and golden brown on the bottom, but they're still nice and light and fluffy on top. And they literally just melt into your mouth. These cookies, oh my gosh. This is the taste of childhood right here. And it's so good. So if you like this video, make sure that you hit that like button. Also, if you're new here, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I upload stuff like this all the time, and I'll be happy to share lots of family recipes and good old Southern food with you. So hope y'all have a fabulous day, and I'll see you next time.